Broncos at Dolphins. The Fins are 2-0, and it's time for our home opener. I'm so ready for week 3. We've got a big preview coming up, so I've got a little bit of help from my buddy, Mr. Spencer, baby. Let's rock and roll with it. Let's go. How are we doing, baby? How pumped are you,
feeling
Spence?
good. I'm feeling good. I'm pumped. I haven't been on the show in a while. I'm ready to talk some Dolphins home opener. Still 2-0. I'm feeling good. All around,
All good all around. Let's fire away, baby. We're 2-0. Like, how the boys feeling in New York, huh?
Oh, we're feeling good. I've been every time I talk about the Dolphins, it's I've never been more confident. You know what I
Slattery's
mean?
treating you nice?
Slattery's is treating us, this week maybe the first appearance at Slattery's. Both the past 2 weeks I've been traveling and got home right in time for game time, so I watched it at home. But this week maybe a Slattery's week. Slattery's, the Dolphins bar in New York City. Always a good time. Always a good time.
Hey, I'll be at the stadium. I'm pumped, bro. So you better be around some Fins fans, man. I'll be finally christening the new seats. I was there for the preseason, but section 138, row 27, we are coming at you, baby. I'm so pumped. The little background is kind of the view of what it's supposed to be like, just a little bit more elevated, obviously. But that's my little corner of the world, my slice of Fins kingdom, baby. I am pumped. Spence, you got to come down to a game one time. Trevor is going to be in section 142. He's literally 4 over for me, so I'll see him at the game.
So what are the odds of what are the odds of somebody scoring a touchdown and then launching the ball into the stands? Like, bro, right towards you in the corner of the end zone?
It can happen, bro. It won't be if Bradley Chubb gets a fumble 6, I know he won't be able to toss it. Like I saw him toss a hat about 10 feet at camp. He has no arm.
A receiver, maybe.
Tyreek can uke that ball up to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no hands myself, so like, I won't be able to catch it. But one of my buddies maybe around me will be able to help me out around there, bro.
Yeah. Nando was the offensive lineman in our flag football matches.
Hey, man, even in intramurals, bro. That trend went from high school to college, bro. So I'm no hands McGee out here, bro.
Top-notch center, though. I'll tell you that. Top-notch center.
Top-notch center, bro. Speaking of our center, bro, I know we said we were going to talk about defense, bro, but the word triggered me, bro. The offense. How are we feeling about the offense, bro? I think it's obviously pumping, besides maybe the center, Connor Williams. So I don't know if that's something that you're concerned about or you're chilling with our O.
So in my overreactive state, during the first game, I texted Trevor in the middle of the first quarter. It was after both bad snaps and like a third bad missed block. Oh, and it was a penalty, holding penalty. I was like, okay, weird question. Do we bench Connor Williams? Like, I had never thought I'd be asking that question. But that being said, I got to give a A++ overall rating to the offensive line so far this season. I don't think anybody expected it to be that good. Better than last year, sure. But one sack through 2 games? I'll take that any day of the week. He has not been under pressure. He has not been getting hit. So shout out to the offensive line. And overall offense, I'm feeling confident. The offense is going to be able to score and keep us in any game. Last week's game was way different than the first week, and we showed that we can do it either way, either down the field or little dick and dunks with the running game as well. I feel good.
I'm feeling great, man. Like, I'm not too concerned about the offensive line. Like, I think they're, as a whole, as a unit, they're glorious. Like, shout out to freaking Butch Berry is the man. Matt Applebaum was not that guy. That's why he got fired. But our offensive line is finally gelling, and we haven't even shown Teron Armstead yet, man.
I know.
It's still a great unit. I'm loving Isaiah Wynn at left guard. Connor Williams at center. The snaps are very tough, man. I think he needs a lot more reps.
Why is that a problem?
It's timing with him and Tua. So, like, that's why you see Tua fumbling a bit. Like, he's just not getting there. He's, like, doing it too fast, too early, and it's just not in that same sync.
Isn't that weird, though? He's, like, a very experienced center, and they've practiced together for over a year now. That's, like, weird.
He was, like, a guard, then we moved him to center, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's had, like, experience with it, but it's more of the fact that it's, like, he doesn't have the timing down. When we're in shotgun, it's a lot better. Sometimes they're a little high. But when he's in that I formation, when he's right underneath him,
I know
it just seems to just mess up, man. And
I can't tell if it's
credit to
Tua's
Tua
fault
for
or
reacting
his
quickly
fault.
to it.
Is
What?
it partly Tua's fault, or is it all on the center? That's something
I
I just
guess
don't
you could
know.
say it's. I'm not going to put it all on Connor Williams. Like, I don't know the exact mechanics on it for the offensive line. You could say it's probably like a little bit in Tua. Maybe they could work on it a little bit more. I guess just crouch down and just like freaking keep playing with each other. I guess, but it also is to do with timing of the snap count. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I know some centers like to get their hand back fast. You know, like they like to snap quick and get their hand back up. So I don't know Connor Williams' tendencies on that point. But
and I'm sure we probably
concerned.
mix up the snap count a bunch as far as our offensive playbook goes. So I'm sure that's confusing in its own right. And that's got to be something that will get more and more comfortable as the season goes on. So hopefully by the time we're in week 12, we're not having any more bad snaps like that.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. On our offense, that's the only point we're really nitpicking, man. Bad snaps, like a couple bad snaps here and there. Like knock on wood, of course, but like as of now, our like you said, dink and dunk we can do. You want to go aggressive and go deep, we can do that as well. And our running game, okay, week 1 we didn't really use it. Week 2 we went 50-50. Like that was choice, bro. 30 passes, 30 rushing attempts. That's what I want to see.
And I think that was a great game to show the rest of the league that like we can run the ball too. We don't have to just bomb into Tyreek. We can run the ball. We can do short passes. We got Durham Smythe involved. Braxton Berrios is like catching a whole bunch of third down catches for first downs right now.
Agent Zero, baby, he's rocking.
And now people know that they can't do it, but the Patriots did and just drop all their safeties back deep and let us stay short and run the ball because we're going to beat them that way too. So
Raheem Mostert will get you.
So good. Yeah, so far so good with the offense.
And as long as McDaniel stays committed to that run game, that's what we need to see. Okay.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I liked what he said. I don't know if you saw those comments about A-Chain. He said that he wants to start using him more, that he seems to be showing some promise. He's been good at pass blocking, bro. Like, I want to see more from A-Chain. Obviously, besides the speed and besides the play making he can do, if he can pass block as well, get him some more reps on that field, man. Let him develop.
Tyreek said that they got special packages for that him, Mostert, Waddle, and A-Chain are all on the field at the same time. They don't do it that often, but they got special speed packages just for that because you don't have 4 guys fast enough to cover all 4 of them. So good luck.
You got to be quaking in your boots if you're a freaking NFL defender at that point. You're like, oh my God, what is happening right now? Like, what are they going to do? Start stretching, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, or even if you see that once or twice on the film, and now you've got to just prepare for that throughout the week, you're just like, God damn it, bro.
Right.
But we don't have Waddle this week though, so he is out with the concussion, which is a bit of a shame.
For both the Dolphins and
we do want player safety. That's what matters. So Waddle, you get your head right, you get better, and we'll see you next week for the Bills when we'll be going 3-0. Looking on
better have him out. Honestly, in my personal opinion, I'd say better he's out against the Broncos than the Bills. So hopefully he'll be better ready to go, well rested, feeling healthy, and the offense will be full again, right? Hopefully.
Exactly. Like, I think it's up to Braxton Berrios to step it up. Maybe River Craycraft with his familiarity with the offense.
I'm a big River Craycraft fan. I am.
Throw it on the river, baby. Like, I'm all for him. Like, let's ride.
You talking about a guy that comes in and takes advantage of his opportunities. You know what I mean? He's like supposed to be wide receiver 5 at the beginning of the year, and same with last year. And he comes in, he just catches touchdowns always. And it seems like every time he's on the field, he makes a couple big plays. So I respect a guy like that who has his role and takes advantage of it.
Oh, you love to see that especially from, like you said, a guy who should be a wide receiver 5, but he has a mentality of when I'm on the field, that's my ball. Like, if the ball's come my way, my target is a conversion. Like, that is not getting messed up. He's not going to waste the little opportunities that he does get. He always converts. You love to see that from a player. I think we're going to see a lot more Berrios and Craycraft. You know what I'm saying? Considering they've been splitting the wide receiver 3 role, I think we're just going to see a lot more just different looks with Tyreek and Craycraft, Tyreek and Berrios, all 3 of them on the field. Maybe some more Ezukanma as well. But it sucks to lose a player of Waddle's magnitude, but at the end of the day, we're very deep at receiver, Spence.
Very deep.
It's one role where like I can breathe a little easy. You know, if we're losing another left tackle, I'm terrified right now. You know? But if it's wide receiver, Waddle, you get right, man. The boys can hold it down while you're gone.
And like I said, we got another plays for other receivers as well. Ezukama's got his run game as well, with the little jet sweeps and screen passes that we do to him. So we can mix in a couple more of those to add some speed, stretch the field sideways a little bit. And yeah, I think we'll be okay for one game without Waddle. And then we'll get him back and like I said, full strength, ready for the Bills.
Particularly because the Broncos, besides Pat Surtain, they don't really have anyone else. I mean, Justin
Pat
Simmons is
Surtain
their best
is big,
defender, their best secondary player besides Patrick Surtain, and he's out. So we don't have to contend with Simmons. He's not there at the free safety position. So then it's really just Surtain on Tyreek Hill, and I trust Tyreek to get the best of him. Like
Surtain is pretty sick though. He's pretty good.
He's a sick receiver. He's doing very well to start the season. Like he locked down Devontae Adams week 1. Week 2, I don't know who the Broncos just played. Oh, the Commanders. Terry did get a touchdown, but it was tough. It was tough. Jamar Dotson didn't have a crazy game. Like Patrick Surtain Jr. is the real deal. Like Spence, we went to Heritage. Like we know Pat is the guy, bro. He can play very well, bro. And that's not new to anyone. But Tyreek Hill is Tyreek Hill at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I'm sure Devontae Adams is under that mentality with saying, like, I'm going to get him. He didn't get the best of him. Tyreek Hill is going with that mentality. I hope he does. At the end of the day, with Tyreek, you just need one big play. Even if it's 2-3 catches, boom, he's a monster.
I'll say, though, I know we did beat the Patriots, but if I was other teams, I'd probably employ a similar strategy, at least at some points. Where you put a bunch of safeties back, maybe not every play like the Patriots did, but it did work. It did work as far as limiting our big plays. We didn't have many big plays against the Patriots. I mean, granted, we didn't need them, and our defense stepped up way more than in week 1. But I would do that if I was the defense playing the Dolphins. I'd plan at least a couple schemes and a couple situations like that where we got guys deep, and then just hope our linebackers can cover those underneath routes.
It's hard. Like you got to be a team that's built for that. And the Broncos, I don't think they have they can't look at the Pats did last week and be like, okay, let's try that.
Let's try that.
We'll cook them. Like in the Pats, credit to Bill Belichick, like he does this thing, but the fact that we were able to overcome that, like we said, is an awesome sign for this team. Awesome. And the Broncos defense, I'm not too worried about them. It might correct me if I'm wrong. Besides Pat Surtain, who might play around with Tyreek, especially now that he doesn't have to worry about Waddle, they're really going to focus on stopping him. As long as Berrios and Craycraft making plays underneath, as long as Tua is finding the right reads, as long as we're able to run the ball effectively, I don't really see anything crazy. I think if anyone knows how to pick apart that Broncos defense, it's probably going to be Fangio right now. So I'm sure the offense has been coached up pretty well for it.
Last time we played the Broncos, Fangio was their head coach.
That's what I'm saying, baby. It's a little revenge game on that, bro.
Also, the Broncos did just lose to Washington, and no offense to the Commanders and Sam Howell, but it's the Commanders and Sam Howell as far as an offense goes. I think the Dolphins are a little step above where they are right now as far as development of the offensive system,
We're definitely ahead of them, but don't get it twisted. Me and my homies, we all howl at the moon, baby.
I like Sam Howell. I like Sam Howell.
Ooh,
but a rookie, you know what I mean? A rookie in his third game with the system isn't the same as the Dolphins with
the enemy, baby. No, I agree. The Dolphins markedly ahead, bro. Markedly ahead. We should hopefully put up 35 points. I think I had us pegged at 35-17 for this game. I think that's what I had us on Victory Monday when I was already high flying. But looking at it, even without Waddle, maybe I'll put us at 31. Maybe I'll put us at 28. But I still think we're going to cruise.
Defense, though. So we know the offense is going to score. I guess. I mean, I'm going to honestly. I'm obviously a Dolphins fan, but I'd put us in any given week we can score upwards of 25. You know what I mean?
Of course. I'm not worried on that end. But on the defense, bro, I still think we're gonna hold them to less than 17 points. They don't really have a run game in Javonte Williams and Samaje Perine. It's Javonte Williams is still recovering from his injuries. He's gonna slowly get up his workload. It has been increasing, but I don't think he's gonna magically have his breakout game against the Dolphins. We are a little bit more susceptible to the run. We saw Austin Eckler crush us. Chargers had 200 rushing yards week 1, but week 2, we tightened it up, bro. The Pats Ramondre Stevenson has been getting bottled up in general because that offensive line is not good. But hey, the Dolphins defense tightened up. I'll give them the credit. Like, we were able to hold it down without Jalen Phillips. Okay, Van Ginkel had a crazy game last week in his place. I'd love to see him more for this week. Phillips is questionable. I hope he plays. He did have a limited practice, I think, Friday. So he might play, might not. Regardless, I want Van Ginkel more on the field, man. It's crazy. Yeah.
And I think the linebackers are going to be key today. Broncos in particular do a lot of short passes. I think Russell Wilson is I think he has the shortest yards per attempt in the NFL right now, like 5 yards per attempt or something like that. So if they do that all day long, if Van Ginkel flies around the field like he's been flying around the past 2 weeks, he's going to get a lot of tackles. So as long as we can limit, I have a feeling they're going to try a lot of those passes, but if we can limit those crossers to 5 yards and not 10 yards, I think we'll be set up for success. As long as our linebackers have a decent day in coverage and then tackle on your first opportunity, then I think we're set up to really cause a lot of problems.
No, we're definitely set up to cause a lot of problems, man. Like, you know me, brother. It's one of the reasons I wanted to have you on. You know who I finally get to talk about for a good reason for once again?
Let's hear it.
Wilson, baby. The Dolphins. We're gonna tear him apart. The bane of my existence, my mortal enemy, bro. Russell Wilson. The most overrated loser, bro. What did you just say? He had the slowest amount of
shortest yards per attempt, I think it was.
Shortest pass per attempt, bro. Russell Wilson, little boy Russ, out there complaining in Seattle, went to the Broncos and absolutely stunk. Okay, Sean Payton had to pull him by his ear and say, none of that's happening this year. We're going to turn that around. They're 0-2, bro. I'm so excited. I've hated Russell Wilson since he lost the Super Bowl to the Patriots. Spencer knows. I'm just tired of hearing the same rant. I think I've had it with him like 12, 15 times, but I'll say it again.
He's a long-time Russell Wilson fan.
Because you know me. I'm probably the first man to have ever hated Russell Wilson, bro. We're ready to rock, bro. Me and Future, we're on that same wave, bro. Screw Russell Wilson, bro. He's trash. And now the world starts to get to see it. And now my entire stadium full of Fins fans gets to see how bad Russell Wilson is, bro. Me and my buddies, we all get to watch as the boys descend on him. Phillips, hopefully, but Van Ginkel, Chubb, Wilkins, Raekwon Davis, Zach Sealer, bro. My God, Spence. I want to see them drive him into the ground. I will cry. I will
setup. Great setup. I was going to say great setup because what I really need to see more of as a Dolphins fan, especially from the defense, is the pressure. I wasn't that happy with the pressure last year, honestly. I don't think Chubb lived up to the billing last year. I know it was first season in the new system and only got half a year, but I'm really looking for us to dial up that pressure. I know the Broncos struggled against the Raiders and the Commanders in protecting Russell Wilson. I think they had 6 sacks or something like that. Over
He's the most sacked quarterback in the league right now, or the most hit quarterback in the league right now.
Something like that. Yeah. 7 or 8 sacks over the first 2 weeks, whatever.
It's crazy.
So if we can get some pressure, I want to see bold prediction. 4 sacks for the Dolphins.
4 sacks would be key, bro. Because what I was gonna say is we're actually very good at pressuring. We lead the league in pressuring or amongst there, but we're bottom in sacks. We can only pressure. We just never finish it off. Okay. I'm looking at you, Phillips. I love you. 15. I want to get your jersey, bro. But I also want you to get 16 sacks this season. You've got one.
On the wall. Next on the wall.
Tannehill, Holland is getting washed right now because he's going to be used tomorrow for the whiteout. So it's all good.
There you go.
So, but yeah, the messy jersey should be a football jersey during football season. You know what I'm saying? So, Phillips, we're looking at you, bro. Become a sack monster like you have every single bit of potential to be. Christian Wilkins, you want your big money. Start laying people into the dirt, and you will get paid. I promise you.
He had a couple big plays. We should pay him.
He's balling. He's balling, bro. But unfortunately, I think Christian Wilkins is a monster. I think he deserves to get his money. There are people in this community who think that Christian Wilkins needs to up his sacks in order to get paid. That's fine. Everyone's allowed their opinion.
He has the most tackles of all nose tackles and D linemen every year. He's got the
Agreed,
most
Spence.
tackles.
Agreed. He's a monster. Not everyone is Aaron Donald. In fact, there's only one Aaron Donald. He is Aaron
Yeah.
Donald. Okay. So, excuse me.
And
Christian
he
Wilkins is
trains
probably the
by
next
throwing
best thing.
knives. Yeah. And he blocks knives with his bare hands. So.
Yeah. Okay. Christian Wilkins probably needs a shield to do that, but he can block those knives. You know what I'm saying?
But overall, I think Dolphins. I think they'll pick up the pressure. I do think the defensive line
4 sacks.
kinda
I love that
gel.
prediction, bro.
4 sacks. That's my bold prediction for the defense is 4 sacks. But if we do that, yeah, you know what? I like a 31-17, maybe even 31-13. If we can really cause some problems, touchdown and 2 field goals for the Broncos, and that's it.
Touchdown, 2 field goals. I love that. I'm gonna probably rock still with my 35-17. I know Waddle's out, but something just told me in my soul that was going to be the score. So we're going to rock with it. Let's crush that 30 piece already. In an ideal world, we're dropping a 50 burger, but alas, no Waddle. It's probably not going to reach there.
Either way, I'm thinking
the 50 burgers coming week 5, bro.
50 burger for week 5. Yeah. But
versus the Giants, bro. We're going to murder them. But
either way, I'm thinking
3-0. I love the sound of
3-0. Again, Broncos are going to be 0-3. We'll be 3-0, and life's going to be good, You
think our secondary can hang with them? It's Xavier Howard.
Yeah,
Cahoon.
I do. I will say I'm a little like shaky on Xavier Howard right now. That's me being skeptical. But I think I'm a little worried he's on the decline. Yeah, he did have a pick. I'm a little worried he's on the decline as a whole. He can definitely prove me wrong. That's a topic for another day. He can definitely prove me wrong. But
he will prove you wrong.
I think he'll hold up fine. Broncos receivers are not at full strength. Judy's been dealing with that injury since the beginning of the year. I think they're going to try a couple deep shots. If our safeties stay disciplined, maybe they hit 1 or 2, but I'm not really too worried about that. We haven't been gashed by the passing game, even against the Chargers. It was the run game that really beat us up. So I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to hold it up. You had 4 sacks as your bold prediction. I'm going to rock with 2 picks. Okay, nice. 1 for Xavier Howard just to spite you.
Okay.
And then the second one is going to go. The second one is going to go to Javon Holland. All right, just because I'll be wearing his jersey, so I'm going to freak out. Okay, for the snowman. I know you love X, bro. I was just taking a slight dig at you. He's watching though. X-Man is everywhere, bro. X-Man is everywhere, bro.
Yeah, he is.
But I'm not worried about Russ. You think 4 sacks? I think 2 picks, and realistically, both of those can happen. Spence. They kind of go hand in hand, really. So
yeah, I agree.
You rattle Russ, he gets picked off. So
either way, Dolphins victory in our sights for tomorrow. It's going to be a good game. Enjoy your time at the stadium. By the way, I'm jealous I won't be there. I have to go to a game with you this year. So when I'm in Florida, maybe we'll be there at the same time for a game. We got to make it happen though.
I know you said you're coming down in October, bro. So hey,
yeah.
we've got 2 games. I think we've got one on the 15th versus. Okay. Oh no, we might have 3 games. I know we have one on the 15th and the 29th.
All home games.
We play the Giants week 5. Yeah, all home games.
I can do.
It might be week 5 versus the Giants. It might be, and then it might be week 7 versus the Pats. I want to say it down here, maybe.
I can maybe do a week 5 versus Giants. We'll keep in touch, friend, and we're gonna have a good time in the game.
Let's do it, baby. Let's rock and roll. I'd love to have you down, man. We'll tailgate the right way.
Yeah. Let's do it. Great to be on the show again. I missed it.
Hey.
We got to do this more.
Got to talk. We'll be talking hopefully for maybe some Victory Monday vibes, Spence. You let me know, brother.
Victory Monday, count me in.
Hey, thank you, buddy. Hey, I hope we all enjoyed the little preview of the show. Preview of the show that is the Miami Dolphins on the show that is Nando Talk. You know what I'm saying? A little Save Rooney right there because we had a fun time, Spence. We broke it all down. I'll timestamp this. So I hope you all enjoyed and have a safe night. Enjoy your mornings if you're watching this as we arise for our Miami Dolphins. A victory awaits us at the Hard Rock Stadium. We'll be going in there, marching for the home opener, ready to rock and roll, ready to flatten Russell Wilson and those little Broncos, to crush Sean Payton and his stupid little words offending Tua, for Vic Fangio's little revenge game, for Chubb to crush the defense and we will arise. Let us go, Fins. A little fins up, Spencer.
Chins
Chins
up,
up,
baby. Always.
and have a good
Always.
one. Let's go.
Let's go.